Hey, beautiful souls. How's everybody doing? It's Friday, a few days before this new moon, so be mindful of any energy that you will be putting down. Someone, people, places, and things will be picking that up. And if you don't clear it out, you'll be holding on to it and repeating whatever it is. A lot of people are creating the life that they want. And if that means, I'm going to give you an easy example, saying you want to be the healthiest version of you. The person that you are currently with, y'all eat McDonald's every day. Now, if you say, okay, tomorrow, no more McDonald's, you delete the app off your phone. The person come with you and they say, hey, you want to get McDonald's? And you say, no, I want to cook at home. And you cook at home and, they say, oh, I'm going to get McDonald's. And you say, well, that's fine. I'm cooking for me. Just you cook enough for you. You eat it. Cool. They get their McDonald's. They eat that. Third day, y'all continuously doing that. And then you say, hey, it's not that I don't mind you eating McDonald's around me. Or I don't mind you eating McDonald's, but I would like for you not to come over here and eat your food. Could you do that before you get over here or after you leave? And of course, in the beginning, they'd be like, okay, that's fine. And then they say, oh, well, I won't be hungry until I get over here. Well, don't come over here. And that's going to push you to in a difference when it comes to the timelines. You don't want to eat that anymore, and they continuously choose to eat that. You're not compatible anymore. Doesn't mean y'all don't have chemistry, love, whatever the case may be. But compatibility is very important, especially in life. If you're not compatible with something, I advise you to get off that timeline and go and get into alignment with things that is on that vibration and the frequency that it is that you want. So that was a message in that itself. But without further ado, we're going to get an energy check-in for the weekend, what it is you need to know. You can check out the last reading that I did for the full moon. So if you wanted to do any clearing out, you can check that out. It does include shadow work. So if you just want to look at what the energy is, just check this one out. If you actually want to sit with your shadow side, then I advise you to check that one out to get it actually more intuitive read and the energy that you can work through. So let's see, Spirit, what is it that the collective needs to know? Let's see, what do I want to ask? I guess it's just, what is it that you need to know? Yeah, whatever comes out, we'll sit from there. What is it, Spirit? What is it? But I hope all is well. You can check out my Patreon at K's Intuitive Message or Sacred Space, where we go deeper into this energy, as well as I do more shadow work. And I have a podcast over there on healing, spirituality, emotional, physical, financial, whatever the case may be. I just show up over there as well. The emotional storm comes out. Turmoil, unexpected, affected, running, ghosting, disappearing. Okay. Bitterness, resentment, anger, hurtful words, cloudy judgments, illusions, unbalanced, and distorted. Okay, this is pretty inclusive. I don't know which one I'm trying to say. Which one is it, Spirit? Uncloak the energy. All right, so there may be something emotionally that may be coming to the surface that you have been avoiding for a very long time, and whether you've been resenting doing this or someone, take it how it resonates, they have been sending you some imbalanced energy, distortion, cloudy judgment. You've walked away from someone, something, and like I said, maybe you're releasing this, putting this down. Something's going to pick this up. So for example, if someone's been sending you something and you've been trying to figure out where to go next, what to do, someone wants you stuck in your in this bitterness energy, because if you're sad, it's not that your manifestations won't come in, but you will be attracting things in a cloudy sense, or you will be picking, like, there would be a lot of confusion not knowing where to go next. And so this is where it's like, you don't want to be in this. And even if you are in this, understanding that, darkness is going to yield to purification. So it's like, while you're in this void, maybe in a sense, the more you can just come up out of this, the more you can heal, the more you can just show up for this, you'll be able to, cleanse whatever this is. So I'm looking at this bitterness, and this is like someone's attacking like your nervous system. This is where it's like, this is something way deeply internal that you don't realize that's running through you. And this could be like, this emotional storm doesn't have to be negative. It just could be maybe you're in your ego when it comes to something. You know, the cloudy judgment could be maybe you're looking at things from one side and not from multiple sides, or that bird's eye view when it comes to things. And then it's like, this is, I want to say that's one, like an Asian ladybug, but it's looking like the heart to me. You know, it's like the heart is still trying to pump life into whatever this is. Or you can say this ladybug is trying to get to this to get its food, but do you not see what it would have to go through? And that's a lot of pain, and a lot of times that's when you run, you disappear. You don't want to show up for it. Divine masculine, when I said it, the ego. So there could be a divine masculine that is in this energy and or has been sending you this energy, or maybe you've been holding on and or relating a situation that you have been through to this. So if there is something that happened that you're trying to work through healing when it comes to the way you show up for it emotionally, or how you're going to sit with these triggers, I want you to run to the problem, not from the problem. I don't want you to look at it from a bitter sense. Look at it in from more of the greater understanding of things. Not, maybe you said some hurtful things. Maybe you distorted somebody's judgment. Heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. And this is where I also stated when maybe the incompatibility is what's showing up here. Whether this is you're releasing, letting go, walking away, whatever it is, or whoever it is. And then divine feminine comes out. Let me get one more. Thinking, missing you, craving you, desired. So it's something, it's the blocked emotions that maybe is sitting in your heart chakra that has left you in the bitterness, this emotional storm. You're finally releasing this and letting go. And it puts you in your divine feminine energy, whether you realize it or not. Your creativity, your sensuality, your sexuality, your ability to receive is what is going to put you into. And this is where it's like maybe things from the past will be coming up, whether this is people, past endeavors, you know. And with this craving and desiring, as you step more into your creativity, as you actually work on your sacral chakra, the craving and desiring could be whether sexual desire or whether food cravings. The divine feminine is the individual who does do the craving, in a sense of where, because she is in her divinity, in a sense of where she is more in tune with self. And so thinking, or I wouldn't say thinking, but actually sitting and understanding whatever you may be craving, whatever you're feeling, whatever is picked up, I need you to sit with that energetically, understand it. So I do tell people to journal, and I will say one thing I've noticed about life is that we pick up so many things and we don't actually give ourselves a chance to clear out anything, because we're just constantly consuming. And so you may be called to quiet as much as you possibly can, so that you can actually get and receive whatever this energy is, so that you can balance this out, so that you can release it, so you don't have to keep running from whatever it is. R. All right, let's see. But there is always light at the end of the tunnel. All right, Spirit. Let's get some tarot. Let's get the overall energy. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay, going through that rebirth. You are actually recovering from maybe this emotional storm. Did I say 10 of Wands or 10 of Swords? And then Gemini season is the next season, isn't it? Then you have the moon comes out with, that's that cloudy judgment. So you are finally clearing out these illusions. You are finally clearing out whatever mental fog you have had. It's something that you've been buried, that you've had buried for so long, that's coming to the surface. Mentally, you are no longer in or on that timeline. And then you get the Nine of Swords comes out in reverse. Heavy on the air energy right now. More Gemini. So whether this was a Gemini that actually have been sending you this energy, you're going to know your situation. And with the moon, this is actually something you actually don't even know, in a sense of where you don't know in the physical. Maybe spiritually, maybe whatever the case may be, like it's you finally replaying some of the things in your mind. So someone may have been sending you this energy energetically, but because you have been running and doing so many things in your life, you never even known that this has been coming your way. But now you're actually finally deciding to control this, understand this, have patience, and it will come through. It will come through. It will. So heavy on the air here already, and then water for the moon, which is more of that emotion. So the more someone can have you in your emotions, bitterness is a very low vibrational. That will have you attracting people and things that do not fit your highest good. So there has been heavy spell work that someone has been sending your way that's finally going back, that you're finally clearing out, whether you realize it or not. And that's just the reality. They watching you too with this moon. They watching you heavy. They looking to see if something's working, and it ain't working. Oof. Can't make this up when I say heavy on that spell work. You get these 7 of Wands. But your spirit team don't play about you. It could be a Leo that has been doing this. It could be people that worked as a group against you. You'll see. You'll see. It's coming. It's going to come to the surface. The 5 of Cups. This is that emotional storm, because that shit is finally going back on their ass. Whoever, whatever's been sending you this energy is finally finna go back. You get the 4 at the bottom, because you're finna break it down. 2 of Wands, then that's a fucking fly that just flew in here. Now I'm gonna have to close my window. The 2 of Wands with the Queen of Cups. So you do come out as a major, moving forward, actually taking the first step, these initiatives to plan, to actually hold yourself accountable for whatever this is. The Queen of Cups is your more emotional, stable one. She is more in her divinity, and more of her feminine energy, as that she's like the baby empress, in my opinion, because she is emotionally balanced. So she is pretty open to receiving the things, which is what the divine feminine does. And so it's kind of like Spirit is saying, okay, if you're ready to receive whatever it is you're working on, just know that it's coming. I just need you to continuously move forward in this. You got the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Swords, and it came out sideways. So I'm going to acknowledge them, but I'm not going to take them. So these are people from the past that maybe have celebrated with you, and they're mad that you are planning. You've moved forward. Maybe you have crossed the threshold that they didn't think was going to get off the ground, because you cleared this out. You do move forward and you clear this out, whoever, whatever it was that was sending you energy. Imagine somebody thought that you would be in this type of energy, but yet, because they're looking to see if it's working, but it's not going to work, because that's not you. It's just not you. Strength here. More fire energy. So whether we have Leo, Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, and Gemini out here. So you could be a fire sign. Strength has been coming out in a lot of readings that I've been doing. Somebody didn't think you were as strong as you are. I don't know, like, why people be trying to test people. That's not your job to do. It's God's job, and that'd be our problem. People be thinking that they can play God out here. King of Pentacles. With the Hierophant, I just can't make this up. People out here thinking that they can play something, like they think they bigger than, like, what's it saying? They think they bigger than the program. When no, that's genuinely not what it is. Like, people thinking they can control a narrative about a person, or they sit here and tell some, oh, so-and-so did this, but and I will be honest with you, for some, like, I got into it with somebody and they never actually wanted to hear my side of the story, because they already had a narrative of who they wanted me to be. And so they immediately took the other person's side, and I'm somebody, I don't clarify shit. I'm not clarifying nothing. Whatever it is you believe, please go ahead and go on about your life. Please believe it. Please believe it. Because if you didn't even attempt to come and get my side, the truth is always gonna come to the light. The truth always comes to the light with this Hierophant here. And so it's kind of like, hey, sometimes you just gotta be that. You just gotta understand. Everybody ain't as practical. Everybody's not as, they don't have integrity like you do. And when you realize that some people are genuinely just lame because they don't have no values or morals out here, they can speak negative or be mad that people choose to go after the things that they want in life. Like, how can I put you through all of this shit and you can still go and be the best version of yourself? Like, why aren't you bitter? Why aren't you mad? Why aren't you resentful? Why aren't you out here actually sending me this energy? Why aren't you attacking me? Because somebody out here done played in a mind that you literally have been the villain in a story. Like, you just out here literally, you done cause all this pain and suffering to somebody when that is not the case. And I'm gonna give you my example because I can only speak from experience. For example, I had a job one time and I was only making $10 an hour, right? Now, I'm doing the best I can. I'm actually sometimes opening this bitch, closing this motherfucker. Now, I never asked for a raise or anything because of the simple fact that I knew at this job I could come in when I want to and leave when I wanted to. I could just text, hey, I'm not gonna be able to come in. Like, it really wasn't a problem. And then one day I was like, all right, now I've been working a lot, about 6-7 months here. Ain't nobody said nothing about, getting a raise. Let me rewind that. I've worked at this job for like 6 years, but on and off different seasons, depending on what I have going on in my life. If I just need a second job, or like I know this individual, like they'll text me like, hey, I'm busy. I'll just go and pick up that second job to go ahead and fill whatever spots I need to pay for things. Cool. Now, I understand that I come in this bitch to do my job, and that is just it, right? I'm having a conversation with one of the younger girls. Mind you, she's still in high school. She was like, oh, I make $15. What? The other girl was like, yeah, I started at 15. You started at 15? Wait a minute. I got a key to open the door in this bitch. Yeah, just know that 2 days later, I decided that was going to be like, I'm not saying I ain't, but yeah, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to go. And of course, people be thinking that, oh, that's fucked up that you just left. What are you talking about? It wasn't worth it. It was not worth it. And so I walked away because I'm worth more than that. But anywho, moving forward, I can talk about it now because that was younger me. Me now, baby, you starting at the 2s. I got 2 degrees. You ain't shit anything below that, baby. It's just to keep these lights on. I promise you, you ain't doing nothing for me. Motherfuckers think you get these little petty ass job and you here to take their spot. I promise you, I have 2 LLCs. I promise you, baby, you will never actually be able to step in some rooms that I step into. So I'm genuinely not worried. And then these folks be thinking it. And that's one thing I've had to learn is that, like, when I do go and clock back in at jobs, or I get a job at the Matrix and I be like, man, baby, it's just be a morality check. It's just an ego death I gotta go through. Motherfuckers sit up here and tell me when I'm coming to and from the work. You feel me? Oh, you gotta be here this time. Oh, you can't leave this way on this point system. Man, I realize I can't keep working for nobody. He said, go on, chase your goals and dreams, baby. I won't put you back out there. And here we are, 2026, ain't clocked in yet. Because I can't do it. I can't, because last one I was at, I politely told my manager, please go and find you something safe to do. And it hit me. Oh, you bringing that side out of me? Oh, you bringing that? Oh, I gotta get away from y'all. Because you motherfuckers ain't gonna never do nothing with your life. Because you literally come to work and just think you just, because you can't tell the people in your life and you're not happy with how your life is, that you're gonna come up in here and then literally make 8 hours or 10 hours of living hell for me? Oh no, baby. Oh no, I gotta go. I'm a exit to the left. You ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't never gotta worry about it. I learned a lesson and I get the fuck up out of there fast. The minute you tell me, hey, I need to leave early. Oh, leaving early is, grounds for termination. Girl, fuck you and it's your. But when anybody else do it, that was never said. But the day I do it, that's when I knew. Oh, I'm too good for that. What are you talking about? Somebody was like, I left early yesterday. I know, because your girlfriend dog died. I gotta leave early today. But if I leave, that's job abandonment. What the fuck is you talking about? Let me get the fuck up out of here. You get the 6 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. So you're embodying the Queen of Cups energy, compassionate, loving, caring, emotionally stable. You know, she's under the king, but she is still the queen. She is in her divinity. She is, well, in her feminine energy, receiving. So you are receiving this, the King of Pentacles. He is grounded in the 3D and the spiritual. The Hierophant is your disciplined figure. He is going to say, if you calling in or you showing up for whatever this strength is, or whatever it is that you really want to rebirth, change, whatever the case might be, you know what it is that you're working on. I need you to pour into that with the 6 of Pentacles and this 10 of Cups. It does give you that completion, and you bring this all full circle. So get up out of your head as much as possible. You are recovering. Whatever this is, it is going to need you to rest. Whether it's a mental rest, spiritual rest, you need to clear out and quiet whatever that area is. Emotions are going to be with the mind, and you're going to feel this shift energetically inside of the body, and it could be your nervous system that is being attacked. If it is and it's having you in fight or flight, I need you to just make sure you're doing your deep breaths. You shouldn't be running away from nothing but the old version of yourself, but you don't have to run too far. Go ahead and love on that old version of yourself and clear and keep moving forward. Like, don't run from it. Run to it, accept it. Go ahead. The cloudy judgment, that's those illusions. That's the people and places and things that's been playing in your energy over the years, things that you've picked up and that you've been holding on. It's finally time to clear that out. See that from all viewpoints. See that from the higher perspective and the lower vibrations. A lot of times we do things out of survival mode on ourselves. And so it's like you are going to be around those people. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make them. You just got to understand that some people genuinely were set here to be that individual, to thrust you into your highest timeline. This is where you get the mixed signals. This is where it's kind of like you're filtering out through, okay, well, me understanding that they weren't intentionally trying to attack me. That's just who they are, and that's the assignment they were prepared to do. Some people are trying to attack you intentionally because they want you to go through whatever they've been through. But that's just not who you are. You would never be that. Now you're releasing this. You're moving on. You're letting this shit go. Push you back onto in your divinity for your divine feminine. This is your right side. This is your creativity. You know, this is your sensual and your sexual energy. Okay, cool. This is you actually receiving whatever this is. And now you're back pouring into these things. What is it? Now you're thinking of what is it that I want to start moving forward to? What is it that I want to work on? How am I going to move forward? I'm going to actually put myself on a crunch schedule, or actually being disciplined when it comes to how I'm showing up for this. So whether you are this Hierophant figure, or whether you need to go and seek a Hierophant figure in the sense of a mentor, a therapist, go back to church. It's going to look different for everybody, but whoever, whatever you're coming into, there's going to be a heavy on this reciprocity of the things that it is that's going to be able to pour into you. So whether it's family that's coming back, or whether you're building a family, y'all do get to pour into each other, and there's going to be more collaborative efforts, and your home, peace, things will be restored. And you have the 9 at the bottom. So I'm going to get one more, and then I will close this out. We get the 7 of Swords. I'm glad it came out in reverse. Hello. It flew out in the reverse. Voila. What a cycle of closure. Heavy, more on the air signs. So this is what Aquarius. So there's been heavy airs. So heavy on this up here. Clearing that out. Connecting with your higher 3 chakras. So speaking life into the things that you want. Clearing out your third side. Your third eye, which would be your sinuses, which is the imbalances, the things intuitively that you know, and your crown chakra, making sure that you are actually connected to the divine. Looks different for everybody when it comes to this Hierophant figure, whether you are religious, spiritual, I don't care. Pick whatever it is, go and pour into that. And then this is, you know, you actually being able to understand the different viewpoints. So with the 7 of Swords coming out in reverse, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 10, there could be someone coming to speak something in. Some truth is coming to the surface. The King of Cups is here. Ooh, with the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, I said I was going to close. I did say I was going to close. So we finna, hold on, wait. I want to clarify the moon. I did say that, but it ain't time. Okay, then what's this moon? Because something's finna come to the surface for you. It's the Three of Pentacles. The Moon is clarified by the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so these are people that you used to work with, maybe at old jobs. Okay, so here we go. It's coming together. So saying if you was an optimistic individual, people wanted you not to believe in yourself, in the sense of where it's like, how could we both work at the same job, but yet you keep moving forward? The saying, we all have the same fucking 24 hours in a day. Like, everybody has the same 24 hours. If you choose to lay on your back or squat down and just get fucked, and then you go out here and create babies, then that is what you chose to do. Some people say, okay, well, I'm gonna go read, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna go do other things. I'm not just going to sit in my misery. Everybody don't have the same mindset when it comes to things. And so it's like, because whatever you be working on, somebody's trying to see what it is. Like, they're trying to figure out, what is it that you doing that I'm not doing? Who you working with? The Empress is at the bottom. Hold on, let me get one more. Three of Pentacles, the Four of... I can't make it up. They really trying to figure this shit out. Who and what is given to you? How do you keep getting everything? How do you keep moving forward? What is it? What is it about you? You don't question God. The devil with justice. You don't question God. Like, what are you talking about? What is it about the collective? What is it about? What was that? Capricorn and Libra. So you are going to be gearing up to get started on something. That's actually very important. What's coming to the surface? What's coming to the surface? King of Swords, Libra. Someone, like I said, somebody's trying to come speak something to you, but they trying to lower your vibration, because whatever it is, the Two of Swords, that's what I said, because they can only get to you energetically. They can't come speak to you in the 3D. They have to speak to you through your dreams or whatever, like through the ethers. King of Pentacles comes out again. Someone's coming to speak to you about an opportunity financially. The Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Ooh, and it gets you to the 3 and the 4. It gets you to the 3 and the 4. It's a new opportunity for somebody. Okay, that's good. That's good. The 4 of Pentacles. Who's blocked off? The 6. What's blocked off? The 2 of Swords, the 4 of Pentacles, right? So maybe there's... Okay, so these are 2 people that's been speaking on you. One's emotionally you're connected to, and one's financially connected to. So you have 2 opportunities, 2 different individuals, 2 people in your energy, whoever these people are. Could be father figures with the Hierophant that's out here. The 8. Someone's trying to work on a connection. Who's trying to work on this? What is this? Queen of Pentacles. The 10. Okay, so somebody wants to build something with somebody. To build, yeah, the 10. The Hierophant. Ooh, so look. This King of Swords is from the past. With this 2, because you done block them out energetically. Because you were the King of Pentacles. But whoever or whatever you're working with to build something, this individual is trying to block that. Because you working with somebody, and they're trying to figure out who you with or who you working with. Somebody is speaking on somebody's money endeavors. Your home life. I don't know what that has to do with them, though. Or why they speaking on it. I don't know what these people got. They ain't got nothing better to do. You are the star in these people's life. You are they every day. Did you see what so-and-so posted online? Did you see what so-and-so shared? Be like, yeah, social media. That's what people do. They post online. They post. You know, so-and-so be reading them cards online. Man, that's the message I have for you guys today. I'll probably see y'all later on this weekend. I'm going to be showing up more here, but I do need to show up on my Patreon as well. So that's the message I have for you guys. Keep focusing on yourself, keep healing, and keep pouring into yourself. I wish you guys happy healing, and keep showing up so that you can get them something to talk about. The more they speak on you, the more your manifestations come in faster. The more they focus on you, the faster your manifestations comes in. So allow them to pour that energy into you so you can alchemize it, transmute it, do whatever you have to do. But as always, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Also check out my Patreon at K's Intuitive Messages, a sacred space. And I am on TikTok at KH Tarot. And I will talk to y'all on the next one.